Good evening, race fans, and welcome to one final Wednesday night at WFO Racing League action. Tonight marks the end of Season 17, marks the final race of the Burnt Bacon Motorsports Truck Series, and after years of competition, memories, rivalries, and friendships built under the lights, tonight also brings the Tuesday and Wednesday night chapter of WFO Racing League to a close. There will be no more Tuesday night races, nor will there be Wednesday night races here at WFO. So tonight, from Daytona International Speedway, we do not simply crown a champion. Tonight, we celebrate everything that brought us here. Every green flag, every late race restart, every side-by-side battle. Each victory, heartbreak, laugh, an unforgettable moment shared by the drivers, officials, sponsors, broadcasters, and fans who have helped make these nights what they became. And there may be no more fitting place to bring this era to an end than the world's center of racing. Daytona International Speedway is 2.5 miles of speed, strategy, and uncertainty. For most of the night, these trucks will run inches apart, relying on the draft and one another to move forward. Drivers will need to know when to push, when to remain patient, and when to make the move that could define the entire season. One decision that can take a driver to the back from the back to the lead, and one mistake can end a championship run before the field even reaches the checkered flag. Last week at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, Richard Holland delivered another dominant performance, leading 101 of the 135 laps and earning his 7th victory of the season. Vern Bradley brought home a strong runner-up finish, while John Wimbish completed the podium after starting from the pole. Nick Hunt finished 4th. Glenn Jamieson charged from 16th on the grid to round out the top 5. That victory sent Richard Holland into the night's finale at the top of the championship standings. With 7 victories, 13 top 5 finishes, and top 10 result in every counted race, Holland enters Daytona controlling the championship picture. But this title is far from decided. Teammate Ricky Fagone sits second and remains the driver with the clearest opportunity to take the championship away. With 2 victories of his own and 10 top 10 finishes, Ricky has remained within reach throughout the playoff run and now has one final race to complete the comeback. Tommy Haynes enters tonight in 3rd in the standings. Depending on the size of tonight's field, 3rd place may represent the final mathematical opportunity to remain in the championship fight. But realistically, the title is expected to come down to Holland and Fagone. Behind them, Chuck Sweeting, John Wimbish are tied for 4th, followed by Garrett Hemlinger and Nick Hunt, who are tied for 6th. Burt Wilson, TJ Lee, Mike McCulley complete the top 10 as each driver looks to close season 17 with one final strong performance. But the championship is not the only prize being decided tonight. The season-long bracket challenge, or championship season-long bracket challenge, has reached its final round, and once again the matchup comes down to the same 2 drivers, Ricky Fagone and Richard Holland. 1 race, 2 championships to settle, and I've got 95. I don't know how many laps we've got tonight, so I apologize for that. I'll fix that in a moment. We'll get you that updated. But those laps here at Daytona are left to decide it all. Tonight's race is proudly sponsored by Burnt Bacon Motorsports, Eighmey Contracting, whose support has helped make the Truck Series and these Wednesday night broadcasts possible. To every driver who took the green flag, every official who helped keep the league moving, every sponsor who supported the racing, and every viewer who spent their Tuesday and Wednesday nights with us, we thank you. Tonight is the end of an era. But before we close this chapter, there's still one final race to run. Season 17 championship, the bracket challenge, and one final Wednesday night chapter still waiting to be written. And with all of that being said, we'll be back after this.
Light the flame, we don't back down, we play this game. Wheel to wheel, it's skill and pride. We're racing clean with fire inside. decisions are made. WFO Racing League, wide freaking open. WFO, wide freaking open, steal the show. Brotherhood on every lap, no cheap shots, no dirty taps. WFO, legends racing, friendships grow. Full send all in, let it flow. This is WFO.
Alrighty, and we are back. Qualifying has just begun, so we will watch as some of these guys get going out here on their qualifying laps. Looks like first we're going to watch here Chuck Sweeting. There are several of them I can see that are coming out. Got about 4.5 minutes qualifying here, and we will get everything lined up. And Chuck kind of doing what he did last night there when he come out of the pits and almost ended up in the wall doing that last night. Same thing. Back end came loose coming out of the pit line, and so that might be something to watch for if we manage to do green lap pits as we did last night, because we saw a couple of guys as they came out, their back ends came loose, and they managed, most of them managed to hold on, but definitely something to keep an eye on. We went over half of the race last night with green. Only one caution. Quite a few guys out there. You can only see one because it's individual, so they don't mess up with each other. They don't interfere with each other, I do believe. We can hop back to somebody else and see. See, it looks like yeah, this is the case. 18. Yeah, so you'd only see the one driver right now when I click on them, so they don't interfere with everybody else. Some track times are starting to come in. Currently Chuck holding the top spot. Looks like we have 23 trucks registered for tonight. Right now, you got Ivan Jones holding onto the pole. See if he can maintain that. And as I said that, several names now have jumped out in front of him. John Wimbish currently sitting on the pole. See if he can maintain that spot. We have 10 seconds left, and then we will get into the starting lineup. All right, so once they populate, so John Wimbish, John Wimbish has the pole. Clicked on him. Alrighty. So tonight's starting lineup is presented by Superstar Radio Network. Turn it on, turn it up, something for everyone. Be sure to check them out at superstarradionetwork.com. Also, tonight, Superstar Radio Network again is sponsoring a secret special lap where one driver, whoever is leading that lap, will get a $5 donation to their iRacing account, so keep that in mind. Hopefully I can remember to announce it when it happens. But let's go through the lineup, go through the grid here. All right, so and let me get situated here. All right, so John Wimbish is going to take spot 1. Daddy Glenn, Glenn Jameson, is going to be on the outside starting on 2nd spot. Vern Bradley is going to start tonight in 3rd, with Nick Hunt to his outside in 4th. Stephen Bryan is going to be starting in 5th place tonight, with Tommy Haynes to his outside in 6th. Ivan Jones is going to be starting in 7th place, with Garrett Helminger to his outside in 8th. Micah McCauley will be starting tonight in 9th place, with Adam Matz to his outside in 10th. Richard Holland, points leader, current leader of the championship, so he's got a battle tonight to hold on to his spot. He will be starting in 11th. He's got Burt Wilson, his outside, in 12th. Ricky Fagone, the guy who's trying to chase Richard down, is starting behind him, but in 13th spot, with Chuck Sweeting on his outside in 14th. Devin Haynes is going to start 15th tonight, with Steven Seegers to his outside in 16th. Aiden Young will be starting in 17th, with John Sanu not on the track, but he would be starting in 18th if he was. TJ Lee, hold on, I gotta get my camera back here. Richard. Where did it go? Here we go. All right. TJ Lee. TJ Lee is currently in 19th place. Hal Eighmey is going to be here tonight, starting in 20th. And you got Raymond Chess starting in 21st spot. Paul Patterson starting in 22nd. Gary Wright will round out the field in 23rd. So that is your starting grid. We go ahead and get back up here into the front. Pace cars down, and we are green. Season 17 finale is officially kicked off. Glenn Jameson currently in the lead on the outside, with John Wimbish battling for first on the inside. Vern Bradley right there behind in the inside, getting third. Nick Hunt in fourth. Stephen Bryant currently holding on to fifth. They're running two lines right now. We'll see how that goes throughout the night. Glenn Jameson going to drop down to the inside and take that lead away. Make it official. He is now going to be your leader. I did fix my camera, so we will be able to look at the vehicles a little bit better tonight. We'll go ahead and start doing that before something happens. So, going to the zoom in. Glenn Jameson, he is running that 63 Sour Patch Kids reflective design that he's had several seasons off and on. Moving back, you got John Wimbish running that 56 Red Oak. You got Nick Hunt, his outside in that number 60 John Deere. He talked about it last night. You know, he got up here on the podium last night and talked about how he had tried other designs and nothing seemed to do as well as that Deere design. So he's got that Deere design back on his vehicle. You got Vern Bradley. He's running that 14 Alienware vehicle. Tommy Haynes, he's running a number 17 Orange Dotted Steel. Garrett Helminger, he's out there in that 77 Flight Radar Toyota. Adam Matz, he's going to run the number 9 Ram. Black is his color tonight. Normally he's running an orange, so although I think he's been switching around and running the black truck on the truck series. Guys are switching around on me a little bit here, so I'm going to try and grab them as they go. Burt Wilson running the number 73 Guys Plumbing. Just ask him. They've laid more pipe than Ron Jeremy. Don't look up who Ron Jeremy is, especially on a work computer. Stephen Bryan, he's currently running that number 18 Rowdy Energy Drink design. He's going to move up into 8th place there, getting around Burt Wilson. Ivan Jones right here behind him, running that RGC Ivan Jones special paint design. Got that American flag blackout going there. A real nice looking design on his truck. He's going to give Steve Seegers a little bump. Or Stephen Bryan, sorry. Stephen Bryan giving him a little bump, telling him, hey, let's get going. Let's get going. All right. Devin Haynes, he's out here in that 99 S&R Motors Company. Junior's Bobcat Services. I think Chuck Sweeting snuck in through here on us, so we're going to jump up to him. Chuck Sweeting running that purple design truck. Running that purple truck. We've come to know this last season. Threw us off when he switched from that green, switched from green to purple. And as we move back, so we got Steve Seegers. He's in the number 16 Hooters truck. Driving that Ford. Then you got the man, the myth, the legend right there, Mr. Hal Eighmey himself in the flesh. Running at number 3, Hal Junior Racing. I can't remember what the N and the M stands for. Motorsports. Duh. Hal Junior Racing Motorsports. Or no, it's Hal Junior Motorsports. It's on the hood. Look at this. Look at the broadcast, Brazen. It's right there for you. Anyways, that is the design that he has run for a lot of seasons. The iconic design. Without Hal, a lot of what has happened here wouldn't have happened. Hal has been a very strong supporter in the background. Doing a lot of things to keep this league going. It's good to see him out here for this race. Awesome to see him out here for this race, actually. He's currently in 10th place right now. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right. Now, some guys have shifted around, so let me see where we've got. We got Raymond Chest, Superstar Radio Network owner. He's driving that 718 Chevy. Obviously with the Superstar Radio Network design on there. Go check him out. Sponsor of the lineups. Sponsor of the Secret Lap. Ricky Fagone, number 2 in points. He's currently running in 13th place. He's got the number 10 Team ASE. It's a design he usually runs for the trucks. Richard Holland, who is the points leader, and a point, I believe a point ahead. I will verify that to make sure. They're 7 points apart. So Ricky needs to finish 7 points in front of Richard to tie, unless they get the bonus point. So there's a bonus point that gets handed out. I think there's one for clean racing, and I believe there's one for fastest lap. So depending on who gets that, could change everything. So ideally, Ricky needs to be probably 8 or 9 spots in front of Richard. So Richard's probably happy seeing Ricky right there in front of him. He's okay with it. Moving on back, we've got Gary Wright. Nope, that's Raymond Chess. Gary Wright is right here in the number 90. Made Fresh Daily, Buddy's Burgers. Let's see, who else are we missing here? Again, they've shuffled up on me a little bit, so I'm trying to make sure I catch everybody. We got Aiden Young, and that's 69 Young Gun Creations. Vinyl decals and more. Mike McCulley running that Thunder Road Racing League design. That is his new league. That is where a lot of these guys are going to go next season. Michael's going to pick up the ball and he's going to run with it. He's going to try and run with it. So we'll see how that goes over there. That season will start up in September. Going to start off on Tuesdays. Will be the trucks. Hello, sir. Tuesdays will be the trucks. Wednesdays will be the cars. He's going to flip-flop it on everybody, confuse everybody.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Sorry,
What?
What?
Well, what?
Oh.
I'm looking at McCully's truck.
September.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still trying to get all put together here. As you can see, I'm in the race.
Yeah, you were going to be 18th.
Mm-hmm. No, I will tell you, this time it was by design. Because I'm one of the originals, and if I was going to be in the very first race, I wanted to be in the very last race. But I'm sure you've already addressed the interesting championship implications of now 5 trucks eligible because of the car count. Or have you not?
Well, I know Tommy has a chance.
So there's 22 trucks.
So
right?
there's Chuck and John.
Yeah. Yes. Then there were 5.
And there were 5. We were going through the designs and we were looking at Mike McCully. He's running that Thunder Road Racing League design tonight.
I'll have to check it out.
And you got Aiden Young. We already checked him out. You got TJ Lee running that 34. RGC Motorsports. Got the autism awareness sticker on the side. He's got one on the hood. If you need to know anything about autism, that we can get you in contact with that man right there, and he will be able to assist, as that is a thing that is very near and dear to his heart. So we hosted some autism awareness races last week for him. Just specifically for that cause. So definitely check that out. We'll get you in touch with him if need be. And then you got Paul Patterson out there. He is in 22nd place, and he is running that 51 Bucky's design. So that is the field. We'll go up here up to the front. You got Garrett Helmlinger in the lead. Front group has started to line up. So you got Garrett Helmlinger, Adam Matz, Burt Wilson, Chuck Sweeting, Hal Eighmey. That's your 1 through 5. That is the line.
You happen to talk to anybody about fuel mileage
I have not.
tonight?
It is 95 laps. I'm assuming it'll probably be a similar thing as the cars were last night. So probably 30-ish laps.
Yeah, hold on. Hold, please.
Hold, please. John's going to go get some intel for us. As he's
Okay.
doing that.
Looking at about 37 laps, plus or minus. So about the same as last night.
Here's the top 10 as they stand. Not sure who that is behind. That was Raymond. Raymond touching the wall there on that last corner. See Ivan backing up a little bit, giving him some room. Jump back out here in front. You see Garrett Hellminger. Adam Matz is now in second. Burt Wilson third. Chuck Sweeting in fourth. And Hal Eighmey holding on fifth still. Ray Chess is going to be holding on to sixth. Ricky Fagone has moved up into seventh. And Richard Holland is in 16th. Now, Richard, and there's a lot of race to go. So I'm sure he is nowhere near concerned about anything right now.
No, and I wish I had not been so late to the party here tonight because I was really wanting to go down and see if they would divulge any strategies they might have. Now, and also I'm sure it's now changed because of the car count. If it was only the two of them, well, we know what Ricky's plan was. And I'm sure with Richard being the lead, Richard's plan was probably just basically just sticking to Ricky like white on rice until it was over, just keeping no big gap. Probably behind him and alive, I guess would have been the plan. But now that we have added Chuck into the mix and was it Chuck?
You got Tommy, Chuck, and John, and Garrett. I'm sorry, Tommy, Chuck, John, and Garrett. Right?
No, Garrett's
John.
not in it. Garrett's 29 down.
John, Chuck, Tommy, Ricky.
Yeah. Okay.
And Ricky has moved up into 6th place. And Richard has gone down to 16th. So
Rich is probably in the stay in the back and stay alive mode probably right now. Let's see what happens.
very possible. It is 95 laps. We are only 20 in, so lots of racing action to go yet. Plus the mystery lap, plus the bracket challenge. So lots of stuff going on here tonight.
Bracket's Richard Ricky, right?
Bracket is Richard and Ricky, yes.
And then you said there is a mystery lap tonight? Okay.
There is a mystery lap.
Is that sent?
It was not. Because I saw your name in the list, but I didn't see up here, so I wasn't sure if you're going to be up here or if you're going to be racing. So
Oh, yeah, no worries.
I should have just sent it just in case either way, but I didn't.
All right, got that on there. I got a message. Oh, okay, there it is. Screw it, I'm keeping the money. What? What's that say? No.
Ricky trying to help that inside line get something going together. The outside line seems to be the line to be in tonight. They've been leading and holding. Pretty consistently, that top 5 has been. Oh, we got cars wrecking.
Whoa!
We got cars wrecking.
Hold on, okay. Gonna have to wait. Oh, it's gotta do some work here. First off.
All right, let's see what happened here.
I'm hearing 16 and 19.
All right, going from the rear view, it looks like that might have been Glenn Jameson.
Yeah, it looks
Going
like
3
Glenn was
wide.
the,
Oh. Looks like
Trying to squeeze it in
16.
there.
So
Well-
I'm gonna guess that Glenn got in there, and it's possible, not saying it is, but it's possible that the draft sucked him down into Glenn's front, which then turned him.
And I don't know if I'm ready to put it on Glenn just yet, because if you look at it, he kind of had a nose in there in the 16.
Well, that's why I'm saying I'm not sure if the 16 came down or if the
No, yeah.
if the draft pulled him down.
No wonder I can't find it. I'm looking for Glenn, not Daddy. Okay, now I got it. Yeah, that was definitely on the 16. He just, for whatever reason. I mean, if you have to push it on someone, the next question would be.
So
Yeah, I don't
coming in
know.
hard.
He came down. He should have gotten a heads up that there was a car low from a spotter. So, any of the 5 contenders in this? I'm just gonna go through one by one here and let me see. Tommy, Bar Chase.
I think Tommy was. Richard made it through okay.
Actually, Tommy
managed to
minimal.
get clear. You got you got a little door ding, it looks like.
But yeah, little rub, but nothing bad.
Ricky was in front of that, so he wasn't a part of it. Chuck was in front of that, so he wasn't a part of that. And
Richard avoided it. I will tell you what, I guaranteed that butt was puckered up pretty tight trying to weave through it. But he got to it. And then
Michael ended up staying through.
John was in it, but let's see how bad.
Seriously?
Huh?
I'm being informed that it's also Hal's birthday today.
Oh. Really quick before we get to that, John got turned, but it looks like damage on him was probably minimal too, so all the championship skies still look good. Now, on to the birthday boy. We know how old, or do we not want to discuss that at this point?
It's his birthday.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday, Hal, if you're listening.
There he is right there. But how are you doing, DD? How's it going? How's the family? So does that mean we gotta sing happy birthday? Do we bring him up in the booth and say happy birthday?
There you go. Maybe if we get a cover of Maryland's happy birthday for him. Of course, he's not the president, so that really wouldn't be fitting, I guess.
I'd pull him up. They're going around the last corner right now, and the pace car is going to drop down, so I don't want to distract him on the restart. Because he is currently in 4th place.
He's in the race?
Yeah, he's racing tonight.
I'm still getting acclimated to everything going on. Now I'm putting together the dogs. dinner because I wasn't putting her food together right away, and she's been mean mugging me, just giving me the evil eye. So I'm prepping dinner for the.
What is going on, Miss Diana? Okay, that definitely confirms that it is his birthday tonight. So, and we are back green. Garrett's going to get a good start. Chuck's going to follow in right behind. Adam is right there also on the outside. Hal's going to stick with the outside. Chuck's going to get kind of left behind on the inside, and they're going to be stuck with that. So we'll see how that works. He's got Ricky behind him. But that outside line seems to be the one that's been making it work tonight, so. And it looks like a lot of the guys realize that, and they are going to that outside line to try and keep that momentum. So after that restart, you got Garrett Helminger in first, Adam Matz in second, Hal Eighmey in third, Chuck Sweeting is fourth, Nick Hunt fifth. Ricky Fagone is going to be sixth, John Wimbish in seventh, TJ Lee will be eighth, Paul Patterson ninth, and Gary Wright will round out your top 10. I am doing well, Miss Diana. I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking. I was quite happy to see your other half out here racing tonight. Crew chief and currently for your boy Aiden. Gonna be finishing how we started with a W at Daytona. Well, we will definitely see. A lot of race to go. And I totally missed who was out there for the secret lap. Because it happened during caution.
Give me a second.
I'm going to guess it was Garrett, but I don't know because some of them guys went into pits. We are 29 laps in. Garrett's led 24. Did he go in on that lap? That's the question. I mean, I could just do quick here, go previous lap. Because we're on lap 30.
Yeah, I'm on 25 right now.
25.
Yep. On lap 25, he comes out of the pits and he's behind the pace car. So.
All right, so he is the mystery lap winner then.
Yep. I just want to make sure he didn't get a speeding penalty. Have to come back to the pits. With someone else. Okay.
So that outside line continues to be the dominant line as Chuck and the inside line slowly fall back. Garrett Helminger, Adam Matz, Hal Eighmey, Nick Hunt, John Wimbish. That is 1 through 5. So from that incident, it looks like, oh, we got another caution. I see. It looks like Ray Chest sideways and backwards, maybe. Previous crash. Let's see what we see. Rewind it. See him going sideways. Far chase. Like we got Glenn Jameson in that again. Okay, let me go here. Rewind this back. See if this was another pinch situation. Yeah, Raymond came down into Glenn, and that was where it was. Looks like it maintained only those two. Glenn was able to maintain moving forward, so he did get some damage, but not enough. So that's going to be Stephen Bryan and Raymond Chest caught up in that one, I think. Let's rewind that back again here one more time. Yep, that is Stephen Bryan. So Stephen Bryan, Raymond Chest running into the incident on together on that one. So we'll jump back up here.
Suicide?
A what?
Suicide attempt? Just can't handle it anymore, man. It's game over, man. Game over.
So it looks like
Hal
everyone
in
is
the
coming
pits?
back in. What's that?
Hal in the pits? You stay up. Well, he's in the pits. Maybe grab him after he comes out. If you want to. You want to pull him. I would wait till he is done with his services, just in case.
Hey, Ivan, man, tough luck again tonight. You just... Apparently TJ handed you his luck. You need to hand that horseshoe back to him.
Oh, did he get caught up in that one?
He got caught up in the first one.
Oh, in the first one. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
All right, well, let's see. See if I can manage to do this without screwing everything up. Mr. Hale, Amy, we stole you for a moment because we have some information that's been handed to us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got told it's somebody's birthday today.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
We wanted to wish you a happy birthday, sir.
Yeah, happy
Appreciate
birthday,
that.
man.
Appreciate that.
Love to see you out here. Love to see you out here. I was really happy to see your car out here. I'm really happy to see you up there in the front too. So.
Well, I think we just messed up because I got tires and think I'm gonna be in the back.
Well, you've got a lot of laps to go to get back up there, so definitely can be done. You never know. Being in the back, you might be able to dodge an inch and then get back up there again. So.
Hang out. Richard should be back there, right?
Well, I don't know who's all back here.
It looks like you got
Cully's
Byrne
in
and
front of me, I
McCulley and Devin, Glenn. So, but we wanted to get you up here, wish you a happy birthday. Glad to see you out here. And we'll get you back down there so we don't screw up your restart.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Congrats on another trip around the sun.
Thank you.
Good luck, sir.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Thank.
All right. So with that incident in the books, that's going to take out Stephen Bryan for the night. Ivan Jones is out and Steve Seegers is out. And then there were 19. So that will eliminate Chuck and John from the championship.
Where's
Because the worst anybody can finish now is 19th.
okay. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I'm mid-feeding here. Who was the other person? Was it Garrett?
No, you got Ricky, Tommy, and Richard.
Oh, Tommy. Where's
So
Tommy? How far
Tommy's
back was
still
Tommy?
in it. He's, well, Tommy might be out now.
18.
He's at 19, I think.
Well, but if he gets a bonus point for like fastest lap or something, that'll give him an extra. So he's technically not, you know, if he's only out by
Technically
one,
not
he's technically
out.
still in. Yeah.
But he needs to win, and Richard and Ricky need to be 19th, and I don't think 19th
Richard
and 18th.
specifically. So he needs to, somebody gets to need a message, get him a message. He needs to take Richard out now. Otherwise, it's over for him. No.
And we are green, and we are back going. Nick Hunt getting stuck to the inside all by himself. So he's going to lose a couple spots. He's going to try to make the best of it, though. He may try and slide up behind Ricky. Not sure if that opportunity is going to be there or not. Looks like that door is going to close. Paul Patterson was able to go up there and close that door. So your top five now are Garrett Helminger, Adam Matz, John Wimbish, Ricky Fagone, and Paul Patterson. Ricky going to dive the inside, and he's going to jump up a spot or two. He's going up to third. Although by doing that, he is now allowing Richard to move up on the outside, which isn't in his favor.
Does Richard want to get in front of him?
Richard does not need to be in front of Ricky. They're, I think, 7 points apart.
I'm not talking points. I'm
Oh.
talking survival. Does
I don't
Richard
think he
need to be
does
anywhere
because-
in front of Ricky.
Because, you know, I don't think he wants to be anywhere near in front of Ricky.
Yes, because Ricky has plainly stated.
You know, Ricky has stated he will dump him. He has wanted to dump him at some point this season.
With zero reservation, that will happen if the opportunity presents itself in this race.
And what more opportunity would there be than Richard in front of you?
Yeah. And an accidental push from a little off center on the rear bumper. Accidental push. Quite sure right now Ricky's trying to sell him. He's like, hey man, come on down in front of me. And I'm sure Richard's like, no effing way. I'm staying up here.
Well, and that's the thing. That outside line has been the line to make the run tonight, so
Yeah.
it
is
wouldn't
the
make
line
sense to
you
go to
wanna
the inside. And I understand Ricky saw the opportunity to dive down and try and get up a spot, but it did not work in his favor. What is going on, Mr. Scotty of the Mac? How are you this evening? Nick Hunt, who I believe restarted in 4th on that lap, on that run, has now dropped back to 18th. So it just goes to show you how fast you can change positions in this race right now. At least going backwards. Going forwards is a different scenario. can see Ricky desperately trying to get a window of opportunity to squeeze his truck up into to get into that top line as they slowly lose spots and fall behind. Ricky now down in 10th place. We are in lap 41, so still plenty of race to go on. Plenty of opportunities to change, plenty of incidents possible to happen. And as we talked about it, Hal is back up there. He's in 6th spot.
Top line too, so
Yep. So he's utilized that top line to get back up there, and Adam, Garrett, and John run 1, 2, 3. Richard, Devin, and Hal, the next 3 in that line. That inside line's starting to get a little formation going, starting to work together, starting to push back up. Helping get Ricky back up there. He's now side by side with teammate and challenger of the night, how long before the shit talk starts happening between these two, or do you think it's already happened?
I don't know. There's a lot of people in that room, so I don't know if it's going to quite go down like that for that reason. Yeah, we'll see.
As the race goes on.
15 to go. Yeah, we'll see that.
Do you think, besides us saying it, do you think the mention of dumping him has been mentioned?
Oh, for sure. I'm sure Ricky clarified that, so there's nobody's going to be surprised. I'm sure he's gotten ahead of that.
Inside line losing some momentum again. You got Bert dropping down to the inside, trying to take advantage of whatever might be brewing down there. Get back here. You see that inside line starting to make momentum again. Why don't we, while we're at it, hop into the seat with Mr. Hal Eighmey, birthday boy. See what he's seeing. We see you got Bert Wilson on his inside, Ricky Fagone on his door. Slowly making some movement, moving up on the inside. But moving up and getting close to passing some Dijon mustard over. You can see the backstretch seems to favor that outside line. As does corners 3 and 4. It looks like corners 1 and 2 are where the inside line seems to be working better. Let's go down and drop in with Ricky Fagone and see how he's driving. See how that's looking from his point of view.
Yeah, I think if the inside line could keep it nice and straight, I think they might have something for the outside. The outside's a little strung out, although it is typically faster.
Kind of a hood view. Ricky trying to push Bert, but Bert kind of wobbling around a little bit there, so I'm not sure if he's getting loose or if it's just arm got tired or something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why did my racing crash? Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't going to say anything just to mess with you, but figured, no, I don't want you to reboot if you don't have to. Broadcast is still running. Oh, as I said that, it just froze.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to...
Should be able to get right back in. As long as you've already been in, should let you back in.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to come
Register,
back.
whatever.
It's not... There we go. There we go. 1 second, everybody. We'll get back in here. John can keep us updated, kind of.
Kind of. My stuff's working.
I know.
Kind of.
That's why I said you can keep us updated as we wait for
Yeah.
me to get back in.
Well, the good news is it's Daytona, so there's not a lot that changes. Inside line is still, Bert's still in front. You've got Bert, then Ricky, then Glenn. You've got some of that team forming on the bottom of the Evolution Motorsports. The field is about half and half. About half the field on the bottom line, half the field on the top, although the top line is a little more dominant right now for sure. They seem to have stalemated on the bottom side or stalled out right about where Hal is. About 4 or 5 cars back seems to be as far as they've been able to advance. We do have a little bit of a run now.
All right.
It's only bringing them up to about Richard.
We're back. You're going to see a bunch of the cars go gray as Trading Paints updates. You know, out of all the seasons that I've been up here, this is the first time I've had the game crash out on me like that.
You're in somebody's car, but oh, nope, there you go. It's up. What was that? This has been a test of the emergency.
Yeah, I've never had the game crash out like that.
No? You got any storms in your area?
No.
And no electrical issues as of recent either, right? Been all good on that front as well, correct?
I don't think that ever got addressed.
No.
No.
What was that? What was that? 98?
All right, now I got to get my stuff all back in place here for this.
About halfway through the fuel run here, 19 laps in on this run.
Oh, that reset on me too, so I have no idea on who's where there. So Vern jumped down to the inside. He's going to try and use that inside line to try and get up to the front.
All right.
And Bert's going to kind of dump him.
Oh, that was rude.
So Vern went from fifth to last, just like that.
All right, dinner is complete. All right, now you have my full attention.
So Ricky again is going to try and work that inside line to try and get up there. They got a good run this time around, it looks like. Had some good momentum coming around that corner.
Burton at least hooked up with the cars in the back here, TJ and Aiden. And is that Raymond? Yeah, that's Raymond, right? 718?
Yes.
Yeah, and Raymond. So he didn't get completely lost yet with that one.
As we continue to maintain going through here, you got Garrett Hellinger in first, Adam Matz second, John Wimbish third, Richard Holland is fourth. Devin Haynes sitting in fifth. Burt Wilson in sixth, Hal Eighmey in. Oh, these guys are jumping around on me. Hal Eighmey in seventh, Ricky Fagone in eighth, Chuck Sweeting in ninth, Glenn Jameson is 10th.
Well, that's the thing, right? Those positions are going to change 5-10 times a lap.
I think my overlays are getting still resetting themselves. Because I had 18 showing up there with in 12th, and he was all kinds of messed up. Normally it's not like that. Normally it's the numbers stay where they are and the people jump around. This was the numbers were jumping around, so.
Yeah, that's odd.
But it's part of getting the restart, getting going again. So. The inside line still trying to make it work. They are holding. I would say that they are at least holding.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be
persistent.
losing like they were earlier.
And I feel they've gained a little bit as well too. They're now up to about equal John, third place car, where they were sort of hovering around Richard or Devin before. So they're slowly.
Well, and I'm trying to remember last night with the cars, one of the lanes was faster than the other, and it seemed like as the race went on, they switched.
Typically at these rings, for whatever reason, the top line usually seems to be able to find speed, which is counterintuitive, being it's longer to drive the outside, especially at a track where you're wide open, right? But for whatever reason, the outside line typically seems to be the good line. Now, that's subject to gets 4, 5, 6 guys on the bottom line, 3 on the top, that's a whole different thing. But all things being equal, usually the top line prevails. Usually. I personally think a lot of times that's also has to do with guys on the bottom try to run right around that yellow line. If they just get just below that yellow line a little bit, they got to check up, and that kills momentum as well. Not necessarily the case here, but that you see that a lot too with the bottom line. They'll just, instead of leaving like a half a groove up from the line, they try to run right around, wrap the bottom, and it sometimes ends badly. Start doing all that check up. Hal, TJ, and Aiden, by the way, have recaught the group.
I mean, Vern, TJ, and Aiden.
Yeah, what'd I say?
Hal, TJ, and Aiden.
Oh, sorry, Vern.
I was gonna say, Hal's up here in the top 10
Yeah.
right now.
Laps into this run, so probably another 7, 8 laps or so, plus or minus. We should start get some green flag pit stops, and then that'll be interesting to see how that shakes everything up. That never goes 100% smooth with everyone, right? So,
especially as we've seen it in other races where some of the guys go in green lap, and then a caution happens, and it messes everything up, changes the whole dynamic.
yeah.
So definitely could happen. It didn't last night. So last night was more getting slowed down enough to get into the pits. So that will be what we'll watch for tonight as they do it. Going in on green laps. But I'm guessing, as we've seen before, they're going to push it as far as they can. So I imagine they'll get 75 before, 74, 75 before they all head in. So got Raymond in there right now. I'm gonna guess that Ray is calling it a night. With as long as he's been in the pit box. So if that is indeed the case, then there were 18.
Yeah, his truck's off. Turned off. Well, then that should really get us right back to the two-man chase now. I don't remember what the gap is between those two. Let me see. Okay, Ricky's 7 behind Richard.
Devin Hayes dropping down to the inside, trying to see if he can gain some spots on that group. That's going to leave a gap between Hal and Richard, so we'll see if Hal can close that gap back up, get that draft closed, get that door closed also. You see the guys all starting to switch to the drop down on the inside. Looks like the inside lap's starting, or the inside line's starting to get that momentum that we were talking about, that possibly changing up.
Yep. And I was just going to say, we're on 32 laps of the stint. We just heard a call out from the bottom line here. See how this goes here. It's like 6 cars. 7 cars came in. See any black flags? Oh, Burt missed his pit. That's going to put him behind a little bit.
Looks like the sounding like the whole inside line is going to be coming into the pits.
Yeah.
Which puts Richard Holland currently in the lead. Ricky Fagone in second, 75 of Chuck Sweeting in third. TJ Lee running with them in fourth.
Yep. Oh, those guys look like they got in clean. Although I don't get the penalty marker like you do, but nobody crashed. Then all you have left is what? Richard, Ricky, Chuck, and TJ.
Yep, pretty much that whole room.
Be coming in. Now hopefully Ricky doesn't underbrake and accidentally run into Richard on that pit entry. Just keep an eye on that. Ricky came in really hot. I think he got it mowed down in time.
It looks like he did. I don't see a flag popping up yet, so
he's coming pretty hot.
It looks like they did all right on that.
Yep, see if they'll come off together.
So we'll see how those guys come out, because the rest of the crew is coming around right now. I do see pit lane movement, so.
These Super Speedway, it's nice to have this track map up on the, well, I've got iRacing got the track map to see where they are in comparison to the group.
You got Garrett and Adam trying to run together on the inside, trying to battle the outside line of Devin, John, and Tommy. Tommy's on the top there.
They came back out, but they're pretty separate besides Richard and Ricky. Chuck's a little bit behind him. And then TJ's definitely lost the draft, although he should be able to blend in with the group coming.
Well, on the other side of it too is you got Chuck up there, kind of all by himself in the middle of this. Richard and Ricky, which he's catching up to them too, actually pretty quick it looks like. So he'll make the third of that crew, and if they can maintain that and run it the rest of the race, they could maintain this gap in front of them.
Chuck's going to catch him. I can see he's closing the gap.
He's already up to him.
Yeah.
Go to live, John.
No, I'm live, but I was on ATVO. I wasn't actually watching. There's just looking at the numbers. Although I did double check when you said that. I was live. I was just on the remember, I only have the one monitor, so if I'm on ATVO or so, I don't see anything else.
So yeah, so those three are working together, and they're growing that gap between them and this group here. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It does again give Ricky that opportunity, and even if it's the last lap, if he dumps him on the last lap in the right spot, and enough cars go by before Richard can cross.
Yeah. Well, at this point, it benefits him not to do anything but just work together. If they can keep this 3-car team, you are right. They are slowly pulling that group behind them. Again, we talked about that last night, right? If you get 3 cars and they run right, gap it right, they are slowly pulling away from the big group behind them. They can make this.
Yeah, there's only 24 laps to go, so.
Yeah, they can make it a 3-truck race if they just work together to the very end. Yeah, they're gapping them.
And it's slowly growing. I mean, it goes to show. I mean, these guys are, these guys work together a lot. Their names are up here a lot.
Yeah, like I said, and there's a good thing too. If you look at those top 3 cars, they are in a row. They're not doing a lot of weaving. There's a minor little bit, but they're staying right in a row with a good little gap between them, and that's all they need to do. They won't overheat. They can hold that forever. They know how to utilize the draft package with these trucks. Obviously, you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're over 4 seconds away now, and growing the distance.
The other group
Well,
must have
now
got
Garrett,
single file aligned, and
Yeah.
they're starting to gain again. So
Those guys, they are starting to draw back from it. However, is it enough? They had a 4-second gap. They're not gaining quick enough. Let me see. 49.1. It's a 10th.
yeah, and
About a
it's gonna
10th lap.
it's gonna depend because they were bringing it closer, and now they're losing again, and then they're bringing it closer, and then they're losing again. So it's kind of a seesaw thing that they got going.
And they've only got 22 laps. They're not gaining enough to catch them. Now I'm getting excited because now we might see some things. Well, and here's the thing. Ricky can't just pass Richard. He's 7 points behind him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he punts him on the right spot on the last lap, that allows enough cars to go past.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to do it after the white flag, right? So that way you don't have to restart it all.
Yep.
Right? You want to... Yeah, it's got to be done after the white flag. So he's... Well... But if he doesn't do enough damage to him... Oh, no, it's a white flag. That's right. So it won't lock the field. It's whoever crosses. So, yeah, it's got to be after the white.
Yep.
Yeah, again, they've caught up some, but they're just not closing enough.
Yeah, they're getting caught up, but they are 3 seconds behind still. So
Yeah, so lap times. Richard's 49.2.
they are running
There's the
faster.
48 3/10. But even at 3/10 a lap, they're 3 seconds. That's 10, 12, 13. Well, maybe they might catch up there. There might be a lap or two left. Maybe. We'll have to see if they're consistently gaining 3/10 every lap.
Glenn into the wall hard. Will that bring a caution? He's going to go to the inside and nail that wall hard too. That did not bring a caution.
He's off the track, but he's off the track. Yeah,
So
no caution.
So yeah, these, you know, we talked about it last night. It was kind of like a point on the cars. It was like a 0.8, 0.9 gap between them to run good. And, you know, they're kind of doing that. They're getting down into the 0.7, but for the most part, it's between a 0.8 and a 0.1, or a 0.08, sorry, 0.08 and a 0.1 gap between them that are able to maintain this run that they're doing right now.
Yeah, you look at Ricky and Chuck, they're both about 0.08 in the car in front of them. 08 to Richard for Ricky, and then right around 08 from Chuck to Ricky. Yeah, that seems to be the magic number.
And you go up to this group with Garrett and them guys, and they're kind of doing the same thing. Adam's pretty
similar.
tight in there, but the rest of them are about a 0.1 gap between each other. So maintaining that gap, and that's allowing them to gain a little bit of ground. They've managed to bring it down to under a 2.4 second gap, so they are slowly chewing away on it. We have 15 laps to go. They're getting that gap down almost to under 2.1, so continuing to chew away at that should make this end pretty interesting. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what happened with Hal, if he had a bad pit stop or if he ended up losing the group somehow, but him, Bert, and Paul Patterson are about 13 seconds behind this group.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with that. I didn't see anything.
So this group is now under 1.7 in gaining. So they have gathered together, made it a mission to catch back up to the front three, and they are doing that. So that is going to make this end very interesting.
Yeah, and I will tell you, they are pushing. They're not just air pushing. They are getting each other's bumper. Garrett, Adam, and Devin. I've noticed that the last couple laps they're giving each other little shows. Not super hard, but seems to be working.
Well, and we've seen that the trucks don't seem to have the same aero package issue that the cars do. So
Yeah, I'm on Garrett and on the spotter camera, and on the backstretch, like right here, you can see it's a pretty good shot of them. Now this one, they weren't able to come together. Yeah, a little bit of a gap.
they're within a half a second. And closing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're there. Brand new ball game. Oh, Chuck got hung out.
Chuck went up to try and catch the momentum that they had going, and now it becomes a game of who can do
A
what.
little bit of a block. I think Ricky tried to block a little bit. I don't know if he tried to grab it or maybe get in front of Garrett to get a run in front of Richard. He had a shot to hang Richard out there. He stuck with him and cost him both a little bit.
Garrett trying to make it 3 wide going into the corners here.
Yeah. I tell you what, I like the spotter camera. It's not bad. I don't mind it. It's good for this kind of racing, right? Because it has a big group of people that you're seeing all at once. I don't know why I've never messed with this before.
And they are going to separate back into groups of 2. With the front 3 trying to run in the middle of the 2 to try and keep both lines behind them. But Garrett, Adam, and John are going to make a push to the inside. Devin's going to drop to the inside and try and claim onto that momentum that the inside group had. Garrett's going to give him a little push. We got 10 to go. Now, I do know that they do need to be careful on how hard they hit the truck in front of them, because if they bent that front at all, these trucks will overheat in a second.
Oh, really?
Yes. If I remember correctly, you bump that front that will cause the truck to overheat really quick. So they do have to be careful on how hard they're pushing.
That's cool. We got everybody back together. It makes it interesting. Now we got us a nice little trophy dash, little 10-lapper. See how that pans out.
You got Garrett on the outside, Devin on the inside. Inside line slowing down. Devin getting a little tag from John there. That inside line had more momentum than Devin did on that run. So Garrett and Adam running 1 and 2 on the outside line. Your top 10 as it stands right now. You got Garrett in first, Adam Matt second, Richard Holland third, Devin Haynes fourth, Ricky Fago fifth, John Wimbish sixth, Chuck Sweeting seventh, TJ Lee in eighth, Mike McCulley ninth, and Vern Bradley is going to be 10th. So that outside line's got the momentum again. Gonna get that momentum. They're gonna run and they're gonna hold. Hold it for 8 more laps. The inside line slowly falling behind. Guys jumping up behind the outside line, getting single file. Outside line is getting a little squirrely though.
And if somebody drops down and enough people go with them, and if they have the numbers, they can get in front. Those little slow up that top line if a lot of them drop down. Although that bottom line is making a little bit of move. I'm seeing surprised Ricky's not jumping down there to try to see what happens. Unless he has other plans in mind. Right behind Richard, I don't know. Just saying. It might be. I'm
Got that inside line momentum starting to work. They're starting to climb up a couple spots. Inch or two here, inch or two there. Tommy's going to be coming up and challenging Richard for that third spot.
Yeah, they just need TJ just a little bit closer to John. You can stay on him. A little something.
And let's go ahead and hop on with TJ here and do a little hood view. I think the other thing is I think that car package has really got these guys a little scared to get into each other a little bit, especially if they're not used to it. Because you can hear it sounds like TJ's letting off a little bit, like he could be going more, but he's not.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get into his bumper.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in his cockpit now. Yeah, I agree with you. He seems a little apprehensive about actually getting into John's bumper at all. I agree with you.
And you see how wobbly it is a little bit there too, so maybe that's part of it too, where he knows he can't hold it as steady as maybe he needs to be right there, so maybe he's afraid if he gets up there he'll spin him, so he's trying to keep that gap but trying to keep it close enough to make it still work.
Yeah. We got Adams dropped down. Or no, is that Adam?
That was McCulley
No,
dropped
that's
down.
Michael. He's dropped down. And they get a couple more cars. They could possibly down that line here with coming up to 2 to go here when the cross. Getting a 2 to go this time, Brian.
2 to go. That inside line's trying to make a run still. That outside line trying to hold them momentum. You got the points leader and second place points leader out there in 3 and 4 right now. Chuck's going to drop down to the inside, try and make that work. You got Vern trying to squeeze away in through there. He's going to make it 3. Chuck's going to end up 3 wide in there. He's going to fall back down the center.
Yeah.
That did not work in his favor.
My flag. 1 to go. This is it.
Got 1 to go. You have 4 on 5 on the inside, 4 running together. Chuck trying to get up there with them to help push. Yep. A group on the outside going down the back stretch for the final time. Garrett in the lead, Adam pushing him, Richard in third, Ricky in fourth. Ricky dropping down on the inside. He's going to try and challenge that inside. They're going to make a push. They're getting up there. They're getting squirrely, but they're getting up there. And it looked like Garrett held off. Ricky got second, it looked like to me. And Micah McCulley gets third.
Also, Richard Holland got 6th. Richard got 6th. Ricky almost snagged it.
So there they are, the three main men of the league.
3 amigos.
Vern, Hal, and Michael McCulley. There's Vern. There's Hal. And there's Michael. Michael missing his fender.
Is he?
He's missing the top part of his fender, yeah.
Oh, that's weird, because I show him with the... it's hard to tell, because those Rams are odd. I know, I think that just the grill is that much open, I think. Oh, he's missing his fender.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't even hear today. This is what old age looks like right here, folks. All right, so we have Ricky won the challenge, though, right? Because he finished ahead.
Yes. So
I
he didn't
guess
win
we
the
gotta interview
championship,
him,
but he
too.
did win the challenge.
It's gonna be a long night. That's a lot of interviews.
All right, so let's go.
Well, actually, no. Ricky came in second, so it's a 2 for there. So we're good there.
Okay.
Michael took third. Nice, Michael. Well, I don't think I've
Next
ever looked up
frame.
his stats.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
What's that? Get on your page here.
Looks like Michael got it by just a little tiny bit.
Garrett, you mean?
No, I'm talking Michael for third.
Oh. That was a pretty close finish for first, too.
Yeah, it is.
I'd say there's your screen for all 3 interviews. It's got them all.
Yep.
Michael McCauley.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Thank you. Points and scoring. Points and scoring is up. All right, by 3 points. Richard took it by 3 points.
Well, we're going to go ahead and grab Mr. McCulley and bring him up here.
McCauley.
If I can. There we go.
Burnt bacon. Why can't I find burnt bacon?
Mr. Michael McCulley, do you have a copy, sir?
I got you.
Looky here. Final race of the season, and here you are up here in the booth.
There you go.
I guess I need to leave the booth then, right?
A hell of a finish there at the end. It looked like you and Adam are just sending like hairs from each other from crossing that. So, but congratulations on being just enough. It looks like just enough into the back of Ricky that it gave you that win or that third place. So, or podium. So, congratulations on third.
Thanks.
It was a hell of a battle for you.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. That high side was the lane. I don't know what it was. It's weird.
When you were,
Yeah,
you were
we were
kinda
talking
all
about
over
that,
in the
how-
race tonight.
Yeah, it was odd. I don't remember of a race being just run on the high side and being dominated on the high side.
I was waiting for your signature 3 wide down the middle. I don't think I saw it tonight. What happened? I was expecting that.
I might be losing my touch.
It's like any minute now he's going to go to the middle here. Where's it at?
I
We're
think
down
he
to
saw
10
Chuck
left.
go
We're
in the
down to 5
middle
left.
and just get sucked back and decided that wasn't the move to go.
And
That
it
could
was
be.
just so difficult just knowing what that outside could do, and that, like, you saw what happened to Chuck. He just got freight trained. I think that was just some of it too. You knew if you went for it, there's a good chance you're gonna drop back. I mean, Tommy had a heck of a run, and he pulled up 2-3 trucks, and then he just started dropping. So it was just, like I said, that outside for some reason get hold of the momentum really well, and it's just you just couldn't do anything with it. That's one of our closest finishes in WFO to end it. Definitely, it's really close. I thought Ricky had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a hell of a
Missed it by
push there at
much.
the end.
Yeah, that's all I had, and I was getting pushed from behind as well. That's literally all I had.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
so. Chuck went from he was up there in what, third place, and when he went to the inside, battling for second, that ended up sucking him all the way back to 14th.
Yeah, I didn't see where he dropped, but I knew he dropped like a rock when we went around him. It's just he had a parachute on. So it was,
Yeah, he fell fast.
you needed a lot of help in the truck to make any run. Like practice, I thought it was actually going to be different because it seemed like 2 truck tandems were actually working really well in practice. But then once we got into the race, it was different. I don't know what was difference with that. Track conditions shouldn't really matter here, but like I said, it was just weird. 2 car tandems worked, and then come here and it was a complete different story.
Well,
yeah,
and I
the
think it
last
was
couple of updates have changed up all the cars in it a little bit, and they've all
Yeah,
gotten a little
Xfinity
weird.
got a little better. It still wasn't great. Xfinity got a little better from the previous set, but it's still, like I said, they need to go back to 2-3 sets ago when you could actually push and build your runs, and you can't really build a run. If you do, you're just going to get freight trained if you take that run.
Yeah.
Well,
Good
and,
finish,
you know,
though.
like
Way
you
to
said,
finish out the season on the podium. That's a good way to end it.
I'll take it that way. Hey, I didn't wreck the whole field tonight. Last night I wrecked 90% of the field. I didn't do that tonight, so that's a
There you go.
that's a positive.
yeah, and I think
And that finish,
you
she's
were
what, 10th on the season in the points race.
I don't know if I really count that. I didn't run the last 2 races. Might have been a little bit better, but last 2 I sat out in ad minimum just to keep it consistent. When with Xfinity I wasn't doing too much in the Xfinity at the end, but just keep it consistent and do the penalties during the races. But no, it was a good season. I think it was one of the more consistent ones for me overall, which showed consistency, and then you can just start.
I could tell you if you want to know, but after the response I got last night with John, I don't know if I want to tell anybody anymore what their season looked like. He wasn't too happy with hearing the numbers, actually hearing the numbers.
Numbers don't lie. I mean, I don't like the numbers half the time, but they don't lie.
Yeah. No, it's not horrible. Your short tracks, your average finish was 8th, Speedway's 14.6, Super Speedway 11, and the road course you've finished 9th. As you was 9th, so not horrible. Average finish overall for the season of a 13.1.
It's not too bad. I'd like to
No.
be more consistent top 10, but we're getting there, building it.
Yeah.
So I like short tracks. Wish I could do more of them, but
They're out there, man. Milwaukee is a great one we haven't touched in a while. That's one we haven't seen. I was thinking about that the other day. We haven't been there in like forever.
yeah. No, there's definitely short tracks. I prefer them more than anything. Just I don't know. I like the close race and banging doors and getting pissed off at people for some reason. That's exciting. Getting pissed off at people for no reason.
That's funny. But yeah, I agree. It was a good season. I think overall it's a good season. Cautions were low, were down. You know, some tracks you had them, but some tracks you just can't get away from cautions. They're a little more tend to bring them on. But overall, I think a really good season.
yeah, only one
a lot
last
of it
night,
due to
2
you.
tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of it due to you, right? So take a second to thank you for all your work you've done over the seasons with adminning. A lot of people probably don't realize the effort and time it takes away from your family and stuff to do this, to put this on so everybody else can come out and just race. So, yeah, it's an unappreciated effort. I don't think people realize. So, yeah, I just want to take a second to congratulate you and thank you for doing that, because I know it's a commitment.
Yeah, but I enjoy it. It's fun. Obviously, sometimes it's like you want to take a break, but at the same time, it's fun and you do it for everybody else. That it makes it worth it, and especially if everybody has a fun place to race, it makes it worth it at the end of it.
Yeah, and coming up with this new season, right? You won't even have to worry about taking care of admin stuff to the race. You'll get to be able to just take that hat off and just be a racer, right?
Yep.
Which is
Be able to
something I'm
race
sure you're
and
looking forward to.
yeah, it's going to be a whole different avenue. Actually, might be a little bit easier. Hate to say that. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I think it definitely could be a lot easier than what things are right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Now it's just gonna be like, sorry, can't help you. We'll
Yeah.
look at it after the race.
No, definitely looking forward to that kicking off here. Like I said, that kicks off September 15th. I think I had the date as that. So that's definitely going to be exciting for that to kick off in a whole new adventure.
Yeah. And for those of those listening too, we'll still be here. We will be here too, under a different title though, right?
Yeah, I guess
It won't be here.
we can say it over here too. It's going to be Thunder Road Racing League. That's going to be the new league next season. I know a bunch of drivers have already signed up and everything, and it'd be great to see a couple more switch over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel will be under that as well, Michael.
Yep.
For people that want to find it.
Yep. YouTube will be under that too. Thunder Road Racing League. Yeah, on that side, nothing's really going to change. It's going to be same crew broadcasting, mostly all the same drivers. Obviously, we're going to be recruiting in the off season here. I'll probably take a week or so off, just take a break from racing, and then get in full swing and putting up recruitment races, getting that all fired up, and yeah, definitely exciting for what that's going to bring next season. Definitely different opportunities and a couple changes. Obviously, with something new, going to make it make it our own. Yeah, no, definitely going to be exciting.
Nice. Anybody you want to thank for your third place finish tonight?
I don't know if you want my whole list.
Taking my words.
Well, there was a dead air, man. You know, we're not selling. You know, for those of you who thought you were going to get a break from us coming back in September, bad news. It's us again. We're back. So I just fill in the air, man.
I'll try not to take too much time. Like I said, I know you got more interviews to do, but want to thank Nathan Shiflett. He's the one that sponsored Wednesday night here, making it the Burnt Bacon Truck Series. Definitely appreciate him coming on board, doing that. Obviously, Eighmey for Eighmey Contracting. Definitely, he's helped a lot. I mean, he's been here since day one with Vern with the league, but his support and sponsorship definitely has helped grow in this league. TJ Lee for sponsoring RGC for Tuesday nights. And then don't want to forget about Ray Chess doing the starting lineup and then doing the mystery lap on Wednesday night for Superstar Radio. So definitely appreciate him coming on board for that. And then Adam Metz, he does all that in-season tournament once the playoffs start. So that just adds another element to the season, especially for drivers that didn't make the playoffs. They have something to race for. So definitely appreciate Adam for doing that. Appreciate you guys for doing this broadcast. You guys don't have to do it, which we definitely appreciate that you guys do this. Take time out of your day to do it. So definitely appreciate it. And just everybody that comes out and supports the league, watches broadcasts, everybody that races. Big shout out actually to Glenn and Bert. This was many seasons ago. I actually thought about quitting racing. I had a bad stretch, and Bert and Glenn both reached out to me and said, "Hey, why don't you come over race with us? We have a bunch of fun over here," and kind of changed my outlook on some of the racing. And if it wasn't for them, I probably still wouldn't be here doing racing and starting a new league. So definitely want to shout out Bert and Glenn for that. Like I said, that was many seasons ago, but if it wasn't for them, who knows if I'd be still having a racing rig and putting up a new league. So
Plus, also with Bert too, it'd probably be a good, since we're sort of going back over the history and stuff, to thank him also, because I know over the seasons Bert's put some time in and done some special liveries for certain events and things for multiple people too. You know, for different racers, right? Over the seasons.
Oh yeah, I mean he did a lot of the paints for the autism awareness races.
Yeah.
Obviously he does our whole team paints. I mean anybody out there you see with a chrome paint, there's a good chance that came from Bert. A lot of Tommy's paints are from Bert. Obviously our whole team, Chuck's paints. And I know there's other drivers Bert's done paints for. So if you need paint, Bert's a good guy to go to for that. So definitely appreciate Bert doing that as well. Yeah, I don't want to hold you guys up anymore. You get more interviews to go here, but
well, we do, but it looks like we'll be one short. So unless he pops in at the last moment, which he may, I think he has in the past. So, but we'll see when we get there. So,
right.
But yeah, congratulations on P3, and we look forward to Thunder Road Racing League.
Yep, looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.
And you'll be real quick too, for people who might be interested in running, you'll be running some recruitment races through the off season as well. They can look for.
Yep. So like I said, I'm probably going to take a week off here. So probably we're going to start. Where are we at? We'll probably start August 11th. That'll give us about a full month for the recruitment. So yeah, August 11th, 12th. Start looking for recruitment races to pop up. They'll be on posting in Facebook and Discord. So keep an eye out for those, and we're gonna get that fired up.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
Ken, good job, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Alrighty. Oh, our first place did show back up again. All right, so moving on up to Mr. Ricky Fagone. Moving on up
to the east side.
To Ricky Fagone, second place tonight. Almost got it. You're about, looks like a foot
dropped the
off.
ball. You had your chance and you blew it.
That too. That too. You had
Damn.
an opportunity to dump them and you didn't do it soon enough.
Well, I did what I had to do, try to win the damn race, and I come up
I
about 6
was-
inches too short.
You
Sorry,
can
my
ask
life.
Brazy. I was screaming. Why isn't he going low and grabbing that bottom line? Why is he grabbing that line? They're coming. Why is he going? Like, what's he doing?
Oh, it was high speed chest from the moment we dropped the green flag, dude. It was the inside didn't work. It seemed hardly at all, unless you could somehow manage to help push while
Well,
being
or if you get enough
pushed,
guys to
while
come down with you,
managing
right?
your oil temperature, while managing a water temperature, and not crashing. So it was.
Yeah. I think one of the tricks also would have been if you could get 2 or 3 guys behind you come down as well, and then you'll sort of stall out the couple cars in front of you.
Yeah,
Get caught up. I thought maybe, but 3 points, man. 3 points is all you needed.
I did all I could do. I got 2
Well, no,
wins
you
and a
didn't.
6th place and a 2nd. So I mean, that's
You
not good
didn't do
enough
all
to
you
win
could
it.
do. We were promised something that wasn't delivered.
Well, I
We're a little
almost
disappointed.
almost upset the whole works by being legit, but I thought about it. About 30 to go when we come off pit road. Just turn him now. Get rid of him.
See,
Dispose of
we
him.
were discussing it that we thought you were going to do it on the last lap, that you would dump him probably in corner 3, so that way you had enough time for him to spin out and enough people to go around him, and the flag wouldn't come. The caution
It
flag
had to
wouldn't
be
come
right.
out.
Yeah.
I can't dump him intentionally because I don't want to fuck anyone else over. Just Rich. So it
I'm
was
telling
a
you, man,
poor
that's what we
decision.
were-
I think I would have
that's
put
what we
someone
were-
else in risk.
That's what we were told. That's what we were expecting, and then you had to go and show class. What the hell, man?
Oh, I know it. I know it.
You talked
should
all
have. I'm
season.
thinking about
You
now,
talked
3
all
points.
season about how you were going to
I'm
dump him.
telling you, so disappointed.
Toil seed. I've been talking for 20 years about it.
Dude, we had it all figured out. Brace's like, so he's got to do it after the white, right? That way the caution won't come out. He'll fall behind cars. I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. That's all to do it. So white flag comes. We're watching. He's not doing anything.
Nope.
What's going on?
Nope, waiting to the last lap because I know that if I get in front of somebody, they're only going to be able to push for about a lap. 'Cause the
Yeah.
thing would, it was going to blow up quick tonight because you could lay on people, just absolutely cream them, dude, and that you wouldn't even budge. So it's kind of like driving a fucking ledge, I guess. You could have fucking ran that through anything. Probably 50-mile-an-hour speed difference. It wouldn't have done anything to the truck.
Really?
Oh, it's crazy. But that was a insane race, and to only come up, I guess, 3 points short of trying to beat somebody that's so consistent like that, dude. I almost beat him outright, almost won the damn race, but none of that happened.
Yeah, you didn't miss by much, man. Maybe 8 inches, maybe.
Yeah,
6 inches.
.003. I think that's
But-
one of the closest finishes
Yeah.
we've seen.
But you
yeah.
did get the bracket win.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
I did
get the
beat him.
bracket win.
I did win a trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what?
Thank you,
finished
Adam, for
second.
putting that up. It's a little
second
something
in
extra
points,
to the
so-
race for.
Yeah, second in points overall. I mean, you had a good season. Your average finish for the season was 6.9. It's a good finish. Good
Yeah,
season.
Yeah, I didn't start very good this season, but I finished pretty damn good. I think I was average about 3rd, I think, or 4th. But 3 spots on the racetrack at New Hampshire or Kentucky, it's been a different story. And I had to beat him by 4 because the tiebreaker would have gone to him with the win.
Yeah.
So you had to beat him by that extra point. So it was going to be tricky.
Yeah. And that's
I
easy to
should have
beat
clipped
yourself
him when
up
I
over that.
turned. Yeah, when I turned left on the backstretch and got in front of McCulley, I should have clipped him in the left rear and sent him in the wall,
Yeah.
and then won the race. But I knew I had to give one or the other. So
But yeah, that's
No,
tough when you go back and look at it like that, right? 4 points, 1 spot in this race, 1 spot in this race, maybe 2 in this race. It's a whole different
without a
story.
doubt. No
Yeah.
question, no question.
But
I
still,
mean,
nothing to sneeze at. Still, second place is still a good finish. You know,
Reset the points.
it's-
I haven't seen the stats or anything just yet, but I'm sure that had we been racing old school points all the way through, it probably wouldn't have been so close. Wouldn't have been as
Yeah.
entertaining as what this was, but I did everything I could do. That's as hard as I can drive for 5 races in a row. I got like I said, a pair of wins and almost got 3. So
Yeah.
to lose to Garrett tonight, no biggie. I know this one's a big one for him. I know how much it means to him, and to get to score one of the final races here, I think it's important to him, and I'm happy, tickled to death for him. He got out there and dominated the race with help Adam pushing on the outside, and an incredible job he did to push him all the way on that outside lane. I said, if you ever see me in the outside lane, you just check on me, make sure I'm all right, because I've lost my goddamn mind, because I hate racing the outside here. That wall creeps up, and it almost like it pulls you right in sometimes if you enter too high, and I've just never been a fan of it. I can go to a place like Kansas and rip the wall for 400 laps straight and not hit it, but this place is it's not the same for me in that outside lane.
But yeah, good finish, man. Good season. You know, like I said, second place is not bad, especially like you said, against somebody as consistent as Richard is.
Oh, he's a hard beat, that's for sure. But we're gonna I don't know, go down and kick his door in, I guess. Tell him he needs a new door. Fuck it. It's like, won the championship, but I guess I won a battle out of this anyways. I got the bracket challenge, and I want to thank Adam for putting that up. It is something that's entertaining and certainly puts each other against each other and gives you something else to race for. So to beat him he didn't beat me there. I win.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, congratulations on second place tonight, second place in championship points. And, great run tonight. Great last push there on the inside to get to where you got to. And, just congratulations on a wonderful season. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I want to give a massive shout out to Hal tonight. Him bringing me on board there all these years ago and asking if I'd race with him. And I said, absolutely, I'll run with you. And after 8 or 9 years, or however long it's been there, I developed a good friendship with him as well as many, many other people in here. And I know that we all do this for the same reason. It's enjoyable, it's fun, and we like to come back and race with everybody. And it's almost like a brotherhood for the most part. But I got nothing but love for all the guys in here. And Jesus, it's been a pleasure to race, and I'm proud to be a part of this. So I want to thank Hal, and I got to thank Vern too. Those guys were the brainchild behind everything. They decided, hey, you know what? Screw it. Let's start a league. And this is what it's been. Been here for almost, I don't know how many races, 400 races or so. So that's a lot of time spent behind the steering wheel, staring at a screen. And I enjoyed a lot of it. There's a few times I didn't. Like every time I've ever raced at New Hampshire, I really don't like it, but it is what it is. And I want to thank TJ and for being the primary sponsor Tuesday nights, and Nathan Shiflett there for bringing on his team there and doing the truck series, as well as Adam Matz for putting together the bracket challenge, of course. And I want to thank Garrett and Ivan and all the fellas there on the team, all the Hal Eighmey Nation, all the family members over there. I want to thank all them too. So thank you.
352, by the way, Ricky. I just looked it up.
Yeah, almost won that 352. Almost.
352 races.
I didn't think it was that possible, but we almost. Oh, well, I say that. I want to thank Michael McCauley too for being the guy that had the bumper and the aggression to shove that thing through the corner no matter what.
Yeah.
I appreciate him quite a bit, and like I said about the being like a brotherhood there, we treat everybody. I mean, we've all had our spells. We've had our moments where we want to wring each other's necks, but the next day it is what it is. It's a game. There's no need to get too out of shape and hold grudges and whatnot on that stuff. But it is what it is, man. Proud to be part of it.
By the way, when you go down there, it is Mr. Amy's birthday as well.
That's right. Happy birthday, Hal. This one's on the internet forever, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, one more quick fun number for you. 40,990. That's how many laps you've run in WFO.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that's
40,000
behind you. You've run the most races, I think.
I'm not sure where I'm at. I'd have to look that up.
It's a toss-up between you or Hal, I think.
Yeah.
You've been here a long time too, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I said, for better or worse, it's been. If it wasn't for this league, I wouldn't be where I'm at with racing or my abilities. I learned pretty much everything from here.
Yeah,
You know,
that's all we can do. We learn every day. We learn something new. I mean, we've been racing for, or I've been racing for 11 years on iRacing, and I learn something different every time I come out here on track. So that makes it fun and exciting. It makes it something to come back to each week. Look forward to it, and I can't wait to see what this next little venture goes to, and yeah, it should be exciting.
Absolutely.
yeah. Well, enjoy the summer as the second place point season. I guess runner up.
Yeah,
Second,
as Nick
first
Nick
loser.
Hunt would
However you
say,
wanna look at it.
first loser. Good
Yeah.
job.
But yeah, it's been a hell of a run, man. Like I said, we've been running around each other forever. You know, it's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I got to hear what
Absolutely.
Garrett's got to say now and see how fired up he was. I thought I beat him. I was celebrating when we come to the line.
It was close.
One,
It was close.
and then
I think
popped up right
Gracie
above
did
my
the
name
same
like,
thing
son
I
of
did.
a-
I had to go to the results indicator to see what it was because I couldn't tell. I had no idea.
Yeah, I
was
certainly
that
didn't
close.
see him to the right of me. That's for sure. I thought the amount of speed that McCully had shoved me through the tri-oval that would have probably cleared me by a car length the way it felt, but it would just come up a couple inches short, man. It was 2x2 the whole way through, and I was surprised we made it.
Well, and the one that I was really not sure on was between Michael and Adam because you can't tell. And then I look at the numbers and there's 0.063 and 0.063 behind the leader. So it's like,
Yeah, whatever
I
that
don't
fourth
know.
decimal was must have been greater or less than the other one. So I'm sure the numbers go farther than we can see.
Yeah. So
Either that or it's a tiebreaker. And I don't know if Adams won any races in the truck this season or not. I don't know. He's run a limited schedule on Wednesday nights, but I'm sure that was a bummer. I mean, he probably wishing the bottom lane would have worked better tonight because he'd have shot right up there the way those guys were pushing down level 8. So they did what they had to do to get there.
yep.
I think we all come up short.
Well, congratulations on the bracket win. Congratulations on second place tonight, and congratulations on second in the championship.
Well, thank
We
you.
look forward to seeing you again next season over in the other league.
10-4. Thank you, John. Thank you, Brazy. Woo!
Yeah, good job, man.
All right.
2 more.
Now, go up here to this man, Mr. Garrett Helmlinger. Do you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
0.003, sir.
Man, according to iRacing, when you get out of the session, it shows 0.002. Either way, I was fully convinced coming through that I had that lost. So.
Yeah, we had to go back and I had to go off of the results because you couldn't tell. I mean, and same with Adam and Michael. I didn't know who got what. I mean, and in fact, with those two, my numbers are tied for them. So I'm not sure what their gap is.
Yeah, those.
Yeah,
that was
I
awesome.
show that too on ATVO. I show just a 6-0 and then a blank, which means same.
Yeah. So
What a way to go! Right?
that was a hell of a run by you guys to catch up to those three. First of all,
Yeah, it was.
you guys were almost 4 seconds back.
Yeah, we were 4 seconds back, and we were all at the top. And then I just seen it. It was like half a lap, and they pulled like 0.2 or 0.3, and I got on the radio and I was like, if we want any chance, we got to go to the bottom. Like high side's faster in the pack, but if we want to catch them, we got to go to the bottom. And it took us a while to get the momentum going, but eventually I knew we were going to get there and get there a lot quicker than I originally thought. And then once we got there, it was kind of crazy. And then they kind of split. It was kind of weird for a second, and just I was last time. I'm going to win this race, whether I take out everybody trying. So.
Well, and it was interesting too because Chuck dove to the center to try and make that a thing, and that just sucked him back, and I think he ended up 14th.
Yeah.
So that definitely hurt him, but at the same time, it was like I know there's a couple people that we saw kind of jump out, make it 3 wide. They were doing that kind of more in the back, and then to see Chuck do it, and it just sucked him back. So definitely, definitely worked in your favor on that outside line. That outside line seemed to be the way to be most of the night. There was a little momentum on the inside, and obviously you guys ran it to catch back up to those guys. But overall, I mean, it was a great run, great race. You led 71 laps tonight, so definitely had most of the race in your side, but was definitely an up and down night.
Yeah, it's something that I learned when we were here for the first race. And funny enough, who I was working with tonight is who I was working with all that race. I guess me and Adam we just get each other on these tracks. We work really well. We worked really well together at Atlanta as well. But I knew that's why on those restarts you saw me get to the top, because the top was where you had to be. If you're at the bottom, if you had fast guys at the top that could stay cut, without just being all over the place, and they could still stay relatively close, the bottom line had no chance. The only reason that it worked that well in the last lap is because the second half of the line dissipated, so we lost a lot of our help. But man, the outside was unstoppable.
Yeah, and I mean, it definitely. You saw it most of the race where the outside line was just momentum, and like you said, you see a couple guys could get something going and they would start to move up, but overall, we even saw Ricky do it earlier where he dove down to the inside to try and gain some spots, and then he ended up losing, I think, 4 or 5 spots. So, but then at the same time, during part of the race, it seemed like the inside line was actually working well, and a lot of people were down there. And then when you got to the outside, you got sucked back. So it kind of went back and forth in the middle, but then at the beginning and the end, the outside was the way to be. So
yeah, it's one big game now with the package that it really is currently. Talladega is not as bad. The outside's still really strong, but I'm trying to remember how that one ended. But yeah, no, this package, man, I don't know what it is. The current state of the truck. This is easily the best I've ever done. It sucks that the season ends because I got a lot of momentum right now, and I finally figured out the long run and everything. It sucks that this is it for now. I think it's gonna come back. I think we're gonna be back here one day. It might be a while. Give Vern a long break, but I think he'll get the itch. There's a lot of history that has been going on in here. So a lot of good nights, a lot of bad nights, a lot of pissed off, a lot of happy, a lot of and for a couple years there, I was kind of loosely participating, but for the most part, I've been here since day one. So to see this league, get its feet under it, and yeah, it's borderline emotional because of the relationships that you build over the last 8 years, and just the amount of memories that I have. When I first started this league, I was less than a year out of high school, and now I'm almost 28. So this league's gonna hold a lot to me. The relationships that I built in the last 8 years, the on track moments, the experience. This league has made me so much better than I could ever imagine. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. That's why I really wanted to get this win to finish it off.
Yeah, congrats on the win, man. That also moved you up to 5th in points, and
There we go.
even won a little bit of cash.
Yeah, no, but I'm stacking up the iRacing credits this go around.
There you go.
Yeah, because you got the mystery lap tonight.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Lap 26, which we had to go back and look because I missed it, and that was around that first incident when you guys went into the pits. So we had to go back and verify if you were in the pits at that point or if you were back out, and you did come back out right before that. So
nice.
It was close.
Yeah, you came back out on lap 25, and I was like, well, let's wait, because if he got a speeding penalty, he's coming back in. But yeah, it was he missed it. I missed it too. I was actually feeding the dog at the time, and we're like, yeah, let's look.
And
So,
I was
yeah,
looking at
nice.
the incident instead of paying attention to the laps on the track, and Yeah, but we got it. You got it. Here you are. So
I got it.
Yeah, and I mean, I know for this network, it's going to be a sign off, but it's going to be a sign on here pretty soon. So
absolutely. Well, congratulations on P1 tonight, and
appreciate y'all.
I know you've done some thanks, but is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Just everybody, everybody for the list is really really long. So a couple people from the beginning. There's a couple people that have they haven't been around in a long years. Both the Thames, McBrayer and Hamlet, they were big orchestrators back in the day. A couple people that I got to run with a lot. Honestly, the list is way too long. That's 8 years of names is way too much. So I'm just gonna say, thank you to everybody. And I hope for 95% of this league, I get to race with them again. There's 5% of bad apples. That for the most part, yeah, none of them are here anymore. They were weeded out, but yeah, it's been a blast. It's bittersweet to get the last one.
Alrighty, well, Garrett, congratulations on P1, and hopefully we'll see you again.
Let's fucking go, boys! Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, congrats on the win, man. Good job.
All
All right.
right.
Well, that was fun. All right. And everyone, oh wait, there's more. Okay.
Yes, there is more. Mr. Richard Holland, you got a copy, sir?
I got you.
Well, almost gave it up at the end there.
Yeah, we tried to. Yeah. Yep.
But be honest. At any point, did you have any serious concerns about him being behind you?
Ricky?
Yeah.
Yes.
He always makes me nervous. No, I kind of knew what he was going to probably do that, right around there. And we were just trying to, make it to that point, and trying not to cause too much 2 wide or 3 wide and, hoping that we could keep it single file like that. And then I figured, with a lap or two to go, he would make some sort of a move. I mean, yeah, he pretty much had to, and I was pretty comfortable running where I was. I didn't want to do anything, and I didn't want to be the one to make that move and then make it too early and finish, 14th, you know what I mean? So I just kind of, that top line was so dominant, I just stayed right where I was, and I was fine with hoping I would finish third, but I knew Rick had to leapfrog me by several positions to get me. So, but I did tell him, I said, I wasn't going to lift or jump on the brakes for you, but at the same time, it would have been kind of cool to see him win a championship in the finale here. Just because we've run a lot of races and a lot of seasons, and the championship has eluded Rick. It would have been cool to see him win one, but no, it was a great race, really, unlike my race last night, and ended up pretty uneventful, I guess I should say, and we had a great pit stop there and got us a good position. I thought we were going to drive away from them, but they ended up running us down and getting grouped up there and running us down, and then it became a battle, and yeah, it got interesting there on the last lap, but we kept it straight and finished it, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, we had it all figured out. We just had to wait till the white flag lap, then get you loose, get you out of shape, and you would have never recovered. No caution would come out. So if you spun out completely and everybody was going to pass you, he was going to make up those 7 spots. So we were waiting, and just needless to say, we're very disappointed.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this all day, man. All day I've been driving across the country going, can't wait for tonight. How's Ricky going to do it? And then he goes and fools us all by exercising a little bit of class, which is just not right.
He had plenty of opportunities there. He ran behind me there quite a lot, so he could have gotten me out of shape or whatever there. But now it was a good, like I said, good race and a good finish, and it's a little bittersweet to see the whole WFO thing come to an end here, and like I said, run a lot of races here and a lot of seasons. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess, and it's cool to finish on a high note and here win the final season, truck season here, and win the championship. So, been a good season. Been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you had a great season yourself. You had an average finish on the season of 3.3 in the truck series.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a pretty good finish. You had your incidents per start is 1.07, 16 total incidents, and that's it, and 12 of which came from super speedways, which is probably collateral damage numbers. So, phenomenal season.
Yeah, really, really was. I mean, I can't think back on, too many other seasons where I probably would have had that good of stats. You know what I mean? It really was a great year for me in the trucks, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it really was. I think I had 14 top 10 finishes and 15 races or something like that.
14 top 10s, 13 top 5s, 7 wins, 672 laps led for the season. That's what 40% of the laps you led, according to my
Jeez.
numbers. That's pretty good. That's
That's a good season, man. Yeah, I don't know if
yeah.
we'll ever duplicate that. So, but yeah, what a great year, great season, great group of people to race with, and like I said, I've said it before. Appreciate you guys doing what you do, so weekend and friends and family and whatnot can go back and watch these things, and we wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for you guys either. So, thank you.
Yeah, no, man. Said I have a blast doing it. And yeah, incredible season, man. That's how you finish out a good season and the last season. So you will end up being the last season champion on Wednesday night, WFO. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we were just kind of talking about some stuff there, and I still remember my first ever race at WFO. Bradley Cooper there talked me into coming over, and he's like, oh, there's room on Hal's team here. Jump on Hal, HGRM, and I'm like, I didn't know anybody but him, and came over and run that first race, and I ended up running. I think it was a partial season that first season, and then I started full time that next season and run every season. I can't say every race because work has made me miss some races here and there, but I've run every season since, and I can't remember if that was season 3 or 4 now. I can't remember, but yeah, it's been crazy. It's been a lot of memories.
Unfortunately, I don't see how many championships. It doesn't have that in here, but yeah, you've had 86 wins, 41,850 laps, average finish overall entire career at WFO, all nights included, 6.0. It's a good number.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of very good racing. This is my longest 10-year league I've ever run in, and I just think a lot of good racing. Whether it was with Vern or teammates or Chuck. Chuck and I have had a lot of good battles. My God, was thinking about it. Me and Chuck have had several battles. We've never once taken each other out. Keaton and I also, Keaton Tripp, man, I raced him so much and had a lot of great battles with him. I don't think we ever took each other out. A lot of good racing. A lot of never really thought that it would amount to what it did, and we've had a lot of success, and it's been a lot of fun. And I'm glad that McCulley is doing his thing, and he's kind of going to continue on what we've been doing here. So that's good.
Absolutely. Well, sir, I'll get you out of here so you can get doing your stuff that you need to do. I'm gonna wrap things
I'm
up
sure
here.
you guys have interviewed several people here, so
yeah, I was thinking about bringing Hal up yet too. I see he's still down here, and thought maybe he might want to say something. So
yeah, there you go. Yeah, go talk to Hal. Bring him up here. Wish him a happy birthday.
Absolutely. again. We brought him up during one of the cautions and wished him happy birthday. So
There you go.
So yeah, well, congratulations on the championship, and
I appreciate it.
I know we'll be seeing you again. So
Yep, absolutely. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.
yeah, have a good night.
You too.
Alrighty, well, let's see.
Mr. Hell.
Let me do this, and we'll go and do this.
There you are. There.
And we'll bring Mr. Hal Eighmey up here. 'Cause-
What?
What? Mr. Birthday Man.
Yeah,
The man with the name on the league.
it's almost over.
It's almost over.
Yep, birthday will be over here soon. Midnight will be here.
Ah, yeah. I mean, you still got a whole nother day for your birthday month if you want to go with that, but
Right.
2 days, I guess. But I figured we'd bring you up here because, you know, you are one of the main reasons for this league, and being that tonight's the last night of this session, and you were able to come in here and join us on your birthday on top of all things. I figured to bring you up and see if you wanted to say a few words or anything, or if nothing else, we'll wish you happy birthday again. And
Right. Nah, it's been wonderful. You know what I mean? Me and Vern just decided one night together that we were gonna do this, and Tim McBrayer put us together, and just one thing led to another. Recruited a bunch of great guys, started out here, and you know, we had a lot of guys that stepped up, were admins, you know, helped along with the league.
Mhm.
Macaulay come along, and kind of took over for us, and you know, lifted some of the weight off of us. So, I mean, it's been great, and all the drivers that came here that made this what it is, I thank them.
Yeah, I was one of them. I've said this quite a few times over the last yesterday and today, and maybe even the last week as well when we were interviewing Vern. I wouldn't be where I am as far as my abilities as a driver. I started here. I joined iRacing. Somebody said join a league, and I joined WFO. I think 2 days after I signed up for iRacing, and I've been
Yep,
here since. You know,
yep, yep.
have had a blast. I mean, you've had a pretty good career here too. 34,868 laps run total in this series with a top 5, or you've gotten the top 10 42% of the time that you've raced here in this league. That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It was a lot of fun.
yeah, you can tell you're dedicated to this league. I went to leagues and it only showed 2 you've ever been a part of, this and Extreme Motorsports. Usually when I pull guys up, it's 8, 10, 12, 15. It's just been that
Yeah,
one and this one.
yep. That's where I met Vern. He was admin in that league. Well, I met Vern with Tim McBrayer, but then when I joined iRacing, Vern was over there, and Garrett was over there. A bunch of us came from over there.
Yeah, that's much appreciate all you've done. Like I said, it's been a great league to run in and see it grow, and you know, and even though this was the last race, it's, man, you can still see the caliber of driver. You know, it left in good standing. You know, and it wasn't a mess. You know, it wasn't that reason. There's a good bunch of guys here driving, so you know it should leave a good mark for the league as far as it ended in good fashion, right?
Right. Yep. It was beautiful. It was a great race. Everybody ran their hearts out, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Richard. You know, he come over, and they've been a part of HJRM for a while.
And, you know, I mean, the other thing is I wanted to bring you up here too to just give you the appreciation and the thanks that you deserve, because there's a lot of times where, you know, you've been in the shadows and in the back, and, you know, sometimes you don't get all of the thanks that you do and for all the stuff that you've done. So I wanted to make sure to bring you up here and give you that appreciation and thanks of what you've done for the league, because there's so much that you've done behind the scenes that a lot of people don't probably even realize. So,
Oh, I'm sure a lot of them don't know, but it's all good. It got taken care of. That's all that matters. You know what I mean?
yep. So,
It was a team effort.
And
And
it
a lot of
was-
people like, you know, Art with Honor and Art RGC coming on and doing, you know, sponsorships and burnt bacon and, you know, Ray Chest for the superstars, you know.
mhm.
A lot of people stepped up, and then they've been here for a while, so they knew what this was all about.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a run, man. Just be proud of it. Like I said, it's come a long way, and it's lasted a long time. That's pretty impressive. You know, a lot of leagues sort of come and go. This one's stood the time for quite a while, so that's definitely something to hang your hat on.
Yeah, I'm proud of it. Proud of everybody involved.
Well, and it was definitely great to see you out here tonight with everybody. And again, I want to give you thanks for everything that you've done for the league, stuff that you've done for me. And, you know, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here either. I mean, in all honesty. And, you know, and again, want to wish you a happy birthday, sir.
Thank you so much.
So,
Appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you, sir. So, but I don't want to hold you up on your birthday night. I'm sure you got some other things you want to tend to before the night.
Yeah, he's running
is
out of
fully
time,
over.
man. He's
running
only
out of
got
time.
an hour for it, so or half hour.
Right.
So we'll get you back to the room, and we'll wrap this thing up, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for everything, man. It's been awesome.
You're welcome.
All righty. Well, any final
everyone?
thoughts? That is everybody.
Thanks to everybody that tunes in every week and deals with us just to try to watch a race, and they have to listen to us while they do it. So thank you to all of them. Hopefully it's been entertaining. I think that's what, you know, we want it to be informative, but at the end of the day, right, we want to everybody walk away and at least had some fun and enjoyed it. So hopefully we were able to do that with our extreme level of inexperience, but still hopefully that comes across as, you know, it's all about having fun, and hopefully it's enjoyable when they watch it. So yeah, and look us up in September, Thunder Road Racing League on YouTube. We'll be back.
And I have kind of a spiel here. Hopefully I can make it through it without breaking up. So,
Do you want to send it to me? Would you rather I read it for you? No, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So tonight we crowned the season 17 champion. We settled the final bracket challenge and brought the Burnt Bacon Motorsport Truck Series and this chapter of the Tuesday and Wednesday night racing at WFO to its conclusion. But before we close the broadcast, there are a few people who deserve special recognition for everything they have done to make these nights possible. First, as we already kind of preluded, we need to give an enormous and long overdue thank you to Hal Eighmey. A tremendous amount of what Hal has contributed to this league happened quietly in the background and away from the spotlight without nearly enough recognition. His support, dedication, and willingness to have played to help have played a major role in keeping WFO Racing League moving forward. Hal has never done it for the attention or the praise. He's done it because he believes in this league, its drivers, and the community that has been built around it. Hal, from all of us here at WFO Racing League, I'm sure everybody agrees. We all thank you. Your support has meant more than can properly be expressed during the one broadcast, and tonight we want to make sure that your efforts do not go unrecognized. We also want to give a very special thank you to Michael McCauley for everything he has done throughout the seasons. Michael has dedicated countless hours away from the racetrack in recruiting drivers, keeping the car count strong, creating race events, posting league information, promoting the races, and helping ensure that everyone knew when and where to show up. That kind of work does not appear on a results sheet, does not earn race points, lead laps, or put trophies on a shelf. But without someone willing to invest that time behind the scenes, a league cannot continue to be what WFO has been. Michael, your dedication helped keep these fields filled, these events organized, and the community connected. Thank you for every hour you've gave to this league when you could have been doing something else, including racing. To Hal and Michael, much of your work may have happened behind the scenes, but the impact of that work was visible every time the field took a green flag. We also want to thank Burnt Bacon Motorsports, RGC Mortorsports, Eighmey Contracting, Superstar Radio Network, Eighmey Nation, all of the viewers at home, WFO officials, every driver who's ever competed here, and every fan who's spent their Tuesday or Wednesday nights watching and supporting these broadcasts. For season after season, these nights brought people together, drivers competed, friendships grew, rivalries developed. We celebrated victories, endured heartbreak, shared plenty of laughs, and created memories that will remain long after the final checkered flag. The schedule may change, and the chapter may now be complete, but what has been built here will always remain part of WFO Racing League history. To everyone who has helped make these Tuesdays and Wednesday nights possible, whether you were behind the scenes, behind the wheel, or watching from home, thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. For the final time on Tuesday and, Wednesday night, this is Brazen for WFO Racing League, signing off.
Good night, everyone.